Hello everyone. Today let's make a capybara together. First, let's make the main body. Take a look at the completed main body. Take out the twisted wire rod and straighten it. When measuring, use the inner wire as the reference. Do not use the outer fleece. Using the wire as the reference ensures greater accuracy. Let's start by making the head. Bend at 5 centimeters. Approximately 2 inches. Measure starting from the bend. Bend at 3 centimeters. Approximately 3/16 of an inch. Twist once here to secure. Next, make the ears. Pass the twisted wire rod through the hole in the middle from top to bottom. The length of the ear is approximately 1 centimeter. Equivalent to 3/8 of an inch. Make the other ear. A twisted wire rod is also threaded through the middle hole from top to bottom. Keep the first ear steady during the pulling process. Keep the ears aligned on the same horizontal level. If one is higher than the other, you can adjust it by gently pulling. You can double-check whether the height is correct. The ear section is now complete. Begin wrapping the head. A twisted wire rod goes backward between the two ears. Thread it through the middle hole from top to bottom. Pull it out. Then wrap it backward from the left, passing between the two ears. Pass through from top to bottom. Pull out. Try to keep it as tight as possible during the wrapping process. Make a slight adjustment. Gently pinch the mouth area toward the center. Position the twisted wire rod at the very front of the mouth. Then wrap 3 turns sequentially from front to back. 1 turn. 2 turns. 3 turns. Wrap as tightly and compactly as possible. Twist a loop at the bottom to secure. To make the demonstration clearer, attach a small accessory on the face here to mark the front. Next, create the body. Bend at 10 centimeters. About 4 inches. Hinge the bend with your fingers. Fold it in half and twist once to secure. Adjust the length of the arms to keep both sides symmetrical. Continue crafting the legs. Similarly, bend at the 10 cm mark. About 4 inches. Fold in half and twist tightly. Make a slight adjustment. Normally, the lengths of the arms and legs are the same. If the difference is too large, you can disassemble and return to the previous step. Measure again. Twist tightly to secure. If the short twisted wire rod is too short during the process, you can untwist it in the opposite direction. After disassembling, it will become longer. Begin wrapping the body. Slide the twisted wire rod upward around the left shoulder. Flip to the back and drop vertically downward below the leg. Then flip to the front and tilt upwards diagonally. Wrap around the right shoulder. Make sure to keep the twisted wire tight and compact during wrapping. Flip to the back, then straighten down vertically. Then twist one loop with this short twisted wire rod. Secure it. Flip back to the front. The twisted wire rod wraps diagonally down over the left leg from above. Then, go back below the right leg. Flip to the back. Start wrapping the body. After wrapping the loops, you can untie the knot at the end. You can wrap the end around the neck. The body part is wrapped. Wrap the tail part into a small ball. The overall structure is now complete. You can't whisk the limbs once around to secure them. For areas that are not full enough like this, you can use an AWL to lift the twisted wire rod slightly to make it fuller. Be careful not to prick your hand during the lifting process. Next, use a pointed tool such as an AWL or scissors to pull out the fleece from the gaps in the twisted wire rod. Be careful during this pulling process, making sure not to prick your hand. Pull out the fleece from the body area. This step requires patience. The more carefully you pull out the fleece, the better the final result will be. Don't forget the tail area. This is the adjusted shape now. Try to adjust it as finely as possible. Next, start brushing the fleece. Use a steel brush to separate the fleece in multiple directions. Be careful when brushing the fleece to avoid hurting your hands. Brush open the fleece on the body. You can bend the hands and brush out the fleece from the gaps. This step requires patience. The more detailed the brushing, the fluffier the fleece will become. The crafting result will also improve. This is the effect after brushing. If the ears are too long, we can't whisk them once to make them shorter. Next, begin trimming. First, remove the markers. Then trim the 2 ears. Trim to shape the ear. Trim little by little, multiple times. You can use your fingers to feel the shape of the ear. After trimming, now trim the face. You can use the tip of scissors to first adjust the fleece on the face. Trim like this. Trim all around. After roughly trimming out a shape, let's trim the mouth area. Use scissors, flatten, trim a little at a time, multiple times. After trimming like this, trim the back of the head as well. after shaping the curvature of the back of the head. Next, trim the ears. The curvature of the ears goes in this direction. Trim out the ear socket. This is the result after trimming. Trim the other side the same way. After trimming both ears, trim the face inward slightly. Trim it a little smaller. Trim the other side using the same method. After trimming both sides of the face, next, trim the front. You can see that the front is quite square, so slightly trim it to create a bit of curvature. Trim all around. Trim it to have a slight curvature like this. Next, trim the body area. Trim the body fur in small amounts, multiple times. Trim the other side. Trim the tail area. After trimming the entire figure, next, fill the mouth and eyes. Take out some wool. Take a small amount of wool and roll it into a thin strip. Place it in the center position. Insert the needle felting in the lower middle area. When needle felting, Insert straight in undoubt. Do not bend the needle like this, as bending can easily break it. After securing, pull the wool upward. Secure at intervals. Then separate the two strands of wool. Leave some space to insert. Then insert back. Trim the excess wool. Make a slight adjustment. Repeat the same method on the other side. Trim off the excess wool. Make a slight adjustment. After needle felting, trim this area. After trimming, next, needle felt the eye position. First, locate the eyes, connecting from this point to the ear socket. The connection point is right here. Take out the wool. Take a small amount of wool. Roll it into a thin strip. Felt it in. Extend it out a short distance. It can be folded back. Continue felting. Then trim off the excess wool. Then, adjust its shape slightly. After felting, it looks like this. Use the same method to felt the other eye. After both eyes are done, trim around the eyes. Next, paint it. First, look at the areas to be painted on the finished figure. Paint the mouth, ears, and limbs. Before coloring, lay paper on the table. To prevent soft pastel stains, take a small piece of paper. Take out the soft pastel. Scrape out an appropriate amount of powder. Put the remaining soft pastel back in the bag. Introduction to coloring tools. You can use a cotton swab to apply the color. You can also use a brush to apply the color. If you have a brush, using it is recommended for better coloring results. Here, I am demonstrating coloring with a brush. Evenly spread soft pastel on paper before coloring. Brush soft pastel onto the mouth area. Also brush soft pastel onto the ear area. Apply the color in small amounts multiple times. Avoid applying too heavily at once. If the color becomes too heavy, clean the coloring tool first. Then blend repeatedly. This will lighten its color. Apply soft pastel to the ends of the limbs. The main body is now complete. Next, make the little cape accessory. Take out the pattern. Cut along the edges of the pattern. Cut it like this. Take the reed non-woven fabric and cover it on top. Use a pen to trace the edges. For demonstration, I used a dark-colored pen. You may use a pencil or another light-colored pen instead. Trace around the entire pattern. Cut along the trace lines. After trimming, take out the finished main body. Wrap the cape around it. Then make two body parts for the front. Take out the remaining non-woven fabric and use a pen to draw the oval shapes. Cut them out. Using the same method, cut out the last remaining oval shape after cutting it out. Place it on and compare the size to check if it fits. If the circle is too large, trim it smaller. Let's compare the sizes again. The size is just right. Trim the other one smaller using the same method. Next, let's make the hat accessory together. Take out 3 twisted rods. Align the ends and fold in half. Cut at the bend. Set aside for later use. Take another new twisted rod. Take out the completed main body and wrap one loop around the head. Measure the size of the loop opening. Make sure it can snap in. After confirming the loop opening size, take out the twisted rod prepared earlier. Secure it in place. After fixing for rods like this, take another one and set the remaining one aside. Twist these 2 rods once to secure. Then cut off the shorter twisted rod. Attach this twisted rod to the longest twisted rod. Next, start by twisting the twisted rod. Place it above the next twisted rod and twist one full turn. Then continue placing this twisted rod above the following rod and twist one full turn again. Repeat this process. While twisting, try to keep its shape smoothly curved. After wrapping to turns, gently bend it downward. From the side, it resembles a slanting curve. Continue. When the remaining twisted rods become too short to twist further, cut off the excess twisted rod, leaving a small portion when cutting. Then fold it inward to conceal it. Then adjust its shape slightly. After adjusting, you can't rim any stray hairs. After trimming, gently heat the surface using a lighter. This will give it a more refined appearance. Keep the flame at a safe distance. Exercise caution when using a lighter. Use the lighter to gently heat the inside as well. Here is the result after heating. Remove any remaining twisted rods. Heat it again with the lighter. Exercise caution when using a lighter. It should look like this after heating. Now, let's take a look at the finished product. The part we need to make next is the handle. Take out the part you just made. The handle size can be flexible. There are no strict requirements. It just needs to look balanced. Once you're satisfied, cut it off. Then, bend to handles of the same size. Next, fix the handles in place. And take out the hot melt glue stick. Melt it using a lighter. Use the inner flame of the lighter to heat it. Soften until it is transparent. Apply the hot melt glue. Fix it in place. Be careful not to get hot melt glue on your hands, as it can cause burns. Fix it like this. Attach the other handle in the same way. Make sure the positions are symmetrical. Press firmly to secure. The hat accessory is now complete. Next, make the frying pan accessory. Take a twisted rod and fold it in half. Cut at the bend. And take one of the rods. Divide it into 3 equal parts and fold. Then unfold it. Cut at one of the bends. Adjust so that this end is aligned. Heat it again with the lighter. Bend it again into a loop. Adjust its shape. It's perfect once it looks like this. Then take another twisted rod and coil it into a loop. The size of this circle matches the loop opening size. After confirming the size, thread it through the middle of this twisted rod for better stability. Cut off the excess twisted rod. Use a lighter to gently heat it. Then check again if the loop opening size is appropriate. Next, fix it together. First, apply glue here. Take out the hot melt glue stick. When using the lighter, use the inner flame to heat. Soften it until transparent, then it's ready for use. Using the outer flame will cause the melted glue to turn black. This results in an unattractive appearance. Melt it using a lighter. Apply hot melt glue. Then press and hold it together to fix. Next, glue this on. Apply hot melt glue to its loop opening. Be careful when applying. Try to fix it as quickly as possible. Otherwise, the glue can ride it quickly. After gluing, one end may be uneven. Use a lighter to gently heat the surface. Use glue like this. Next, we will make the handle. Take one twisted rod. Measure the diameter of this loop opening. Then bend it. Bend again at this aligned spot. Cut it off. Twist it once. This will make it into one piece. Then use a lighter to gently heat the surface fur. After heating, take another black twisted rod. You can bend the end slightly. Pinch it and then start winding. After winding for a certain length, cut off the excess twisted rod. Use a lighter to gently heat the black part. After heating like this, take out the part you just made and glue it on. Melt the hot melt glue stick. Glue it on to secure. A spatula is done. A frying pan is done. Take another twisted rod to make its shoulder strap. You can directly use a lighter to gently heat the fur on top. Heat it until it looks like this. Then heat the entire rod in the same way. After heating like this, take out the frying pan you just made and glue it on. The bonding spot is located in the middle of this twisted rod. Apply hot melt glue here. Press and secure it in place. It's glued like this. Take out the completed main body and accessories. Next, begin assembly. Wrap around the body once, then twist again. After confirming the length, cut off the excess twisted rod. Drape the cape over it. Apply hot melt glue. For convenience, you can also use regular glue. Then glue these two pieces on. Once everything is glued, put the hat on. Adjust the posture again. You can modify the pose according to your preference. The scapegoat figure is now complete.